Well, well, well.
What I do?
Do?
In a crowded room with a light behind me.
You are a fool.
Now, come on. Seriously, what do you think?
Tremendous.
It's not really me, though, is it?
Looks all you to me.
Hmm.
You will be the most fascinating and attractive woman in the motel, so just stop worrying.
Wes, well, can I be the strong and silent type?
Do whatever you like.
No, I mean that.
Well, not too silent.
Because Valerie is going to dominate the conversation. I bet you right here and now she will not be able to resist the odd little barb.
What do you mean?
At us, my darling.
Oh, I wouldn't think so.
I know so, and my instincts will be to fight back.
Then fight.
But a fight is not what we're going for, is it?
Well, better play it by ear, then.
Ears, my darling, will be burning. Is my hair all right?
Your hair is perfect.
You're not a lot of help, are you?
How come?
I'm looking for criticism.
In vain?
Constructive criticism.
I'm at a loss. You've always been able to look after yourself, so why start pretending? You're not exactly a wilting little flower.
Yeah, this could be something of a hothouse.
In that case, you will blossom, even if you were alone. And you won't be. Because I'll be there, keeping a watchful eye over you.
Oh, I do love you.
That's what it's all about.
Mum, do you think I ought to ring the hospital in the morning?
Well, it might hurry things up. I suppose it won't do any harm, will it?
I should have heard something by now.
Oh, you're worrying about nothing, though, aren't you?
I want to be sure everything's all right.
Look, why don't you call in on the group practice on the way to work tomorrow? Get them to ring. They'll make inquiries. Be better, you see, coming from the doctor. They tell him more, you see. Well, more than they tell you.
It's a good idea, Mum. I could go in first thing.
Now, look, Glenda, if it's not good news...
Don't worry. I'm not going to fall apart. I'm prepared to be disappointed. I just want to know.
I had a long talk with Kevin, you know, when you were in hospital. I've been meaning to tell you.
Oh?
He's a very good husband, love, and he thinks the world of you, so don't go flying off the handle at what I'm going to tell you. If you're pregnant this time, then he'll be as happy about it as you'll be, but he's not going to agree to you having another one, Glenda. He's not like Rachel's husband, love, so don't go expecting it.
Mum, I know all this. It's nothing new. Look at the job I had to talk him into trying once. But if I can just talk him
That's
round...
just it, love. You won't be able to talk him around. That's what I'm saying. Don't even think about it. He's not a family man, love. It's you that's important to him, not a baby. Now, I know that it's quite opposite to what you feel, and that a baby means everything to you, but you're just going to have to make up your mind. If it's going to be the be-all and end-all of your marriage, well, you're going to lose him.
Hello? Hello, Kevin? Oh, well, that's a nice idea. What, a reception? Yeah. All right, then. Yeah, I'll see you later. Ta-da. It's Kevin. He's working late and wants me to go and have a coffee with him in his break.
Oh, good. Well, that'll make a change from watching television, won't it?
Thanks, Mum.
Oh. Jay's been delayed. Lawyer's on the telephone. I'm not looking forward to this dinner.
No, neither am I.
I rely on you both not to show it.
Darling, I like that. I haven't seen it before.
It's the reason why I will try and look as though I'm going to enjoy myself this evening.
Well, I wish Jay would bribe me like that. How's Joe bearing up? Well, with the imminent arrival of Adam Chance.
Oh, she'll be all right.
But will he?
Sorry, I was on the phone to my...
Yes, I have explained. Now, before we all fix our smiles and go to meet our grisly guests, does anyone know what we're going to do about Adam Chance when he gets here to speed him on his merry way?
I am prepared to offer him over the odds for his shareholding.
I'm quite sure you are. But I am not prepared for you to do so.
Couldn't we put in a joint bid and decide how to split his 10% after we've got it?
I have a notion that if we did that, we'd end up splitting each other.
Jay, you may be prepared to tolerate this, but I can't. I find it quite extraordinary you can't do anything to stop him.
Well, it's a last resort.
Last resorts are always far too late.
We'll see about this one when he gets here.
That's what I mean about them being too late. But when he gets here, I shan't be here. So either stop him or do without me. Now, come on, let's all go into the bar. Have a drink.
Yes, we should be there to meet Oliver and Sharon Metcalfe anyway.
Come on, then. Coming?
In a moment.
Chew it over, darling. But I doubt you'll find it tastes any better.
Switchboard, find Mr. Richard Lord, will you? Ask him to give you Adam Chance's telephone number in Cyprus. Then ring him for me, person to person. Yes, that's right. Adam Chance.
Just put that into the cloakroom first, please.
10 out of 10.
You like it?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's really terrific.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Pollard.
Oh, it is going to be Valerie, isn't it? Or I shall go straight to my chalet. Darling, you look divine. Where did you get that?
In a boutique in the arcade.
Oh, don't
Just
breathe
next to
another word. Keep it to yourself, and then we shall all be green with envy. Won't we, Barbara?
As long as she passes the address to me privately, she can do what she likes.
Where's J. Henry?
Machinating, darling. It's the story of my life. Now, you are going to tell me all about what you do over dinner, aren't you? I insist. I absolutely adore cement mixers.
Cement mixers?
I'm told that you did something very gallant when they were blocking up the drive.
That was a generate.
Is there a difference? You must explain it to me. Now, is anyone else dying of thirst?
Shall we go through to the bar?
What a good idea.
What's Jay up to, then?
Telephoning, darling. What else? I mean, to you and I and the rest of the world, a telephone is a telephone is a telephone. But to J. Henry and the big businessmen, it's a lifeline. You'll have to learn about that, won't you?
We can but try. Right, can I escort you to the bar?
Oh, Paul, there are 6 of us for dinner. You haven't forgotten.
When I have catered for several hundred people, David, why should I forget 6?
Yes? Speaking. Yes, connect me. Chance? Yes, Pollard. I understand that you rang Mrs. Harvey last night and said that you intended to come to the general meeting. Well, don't. Because I've just been speaking to my lawyers, and I'm advised that you laid yourself open to a lawsuit when you left the management here last year. Oh, you do know, do you? Well, we shan't be hard on you. Just don't come to the meeting and we shan't sue. Oh, yes, if you do come, you will most certainly be sued. Yes, I'll listen, provided that what you have got to say is short. No, I didn't know that. You mean he... Hello? He's rung off.
Our guests are getting restive. You going to join us?
I'll come when I'm ready. Just been speaking to Adam Chance and he rang off on me.
Well, perhaps if you tell me what happened.
I told him that if he came to the meeting, we would sue him because he breached contract when he left the motel last year without giving due notice.
We went over this last week. I told you he resigned.
That didn't leave him free to go immediately.
Well, he did, and nobody wanted to stop him, least of all yourself.
David, the contract called for notice. He gave none. You said so yourself last week, confirming what I already knew, what I was counting on.
Now, how on earth do you think you could count on that?
Because I didn't know what he's just told me. That you had agreed to absolve him. That you undertook not to let the board sue him if he left the motel immediately. And what's more, you gave it to him in writing.
The board was unanimous in wanting him to go as soon as possible. Of course, I gave it to him in writing. You coming or not?
I don't know. I might not.
Why don't we wait for J. Henry before ordering for him?
No point, darling, no point at all. I've done this so often, I doubt that he can remember what a menu looks like. Smoked salmon. There is smoked salmon, isn't there?
There is smoked salmon.
Fillet steak, without a scrap of fat, just on a medium rare, and a sprig rather than a branch of broccoli.
Will that be all?
Yes, that'll be all, thank you.
You'll never let me catch you ordering for me.
Let us hope she'll never have to. Everything all right, darling?
Later.
I've been hearing complaints about you, Barbara, from the hairdressers.
Oh, what have I done now?
It's more what you haven't done. They're waiting with bated breath for your new book to come out.
Oh, that.
She says, craving of the masses being of no consequence.
It's just I've hit one of my fallow periods.
They're very anxious.
Yes, so is my publisher and my accountant.
What about your husband?
Well, I can live with it.
Yes, and so can I for the moment.
I don't know where J. Henry is. I never know what to do with an empty glass. Somehow, the sight of a swizzle stick spearing a cherry is something I feel that I must keep for my analyst's couch.
Here, let me.
Now, that's taken care of.
No, I insist. Now, it's the same again all round.
Not for me, sweetheart.
Right.
I like that.
What?
The unquestioning acceptance. I always get argued with and cajoled. I wish more men would accept it, that when a lady says no, she means no.
Might mean a drastic cut in population.
No. Oh, there you are, darling.
Have you told them?
No.
Oh. Darling, shall we just let this be a trouble-free evening?
I have just been on the phone to Adam Chance.
Oh, God.
I threatened to sue him for walking out of his contract with this motel, only to find that David had written him a letter absolving him from all responsibility.
I explained I didn't want him back. I saw no reason to sue him. It seemed the easiest and cleanest solution. I'm not interested in skeletons in cupboards.
Well, you should be. The good thing about a skeleton is that it can be taken out and rattled to good effect. Now, thanks to you, we're lumbered with him. He's coming whether we want him or not.
Going to be one of those bumpy evenings, isn't it?
I didn't order that.
No, it was ordered for you.
Mistakenly.
I'm sorry, can I get you something else instead?
No, thank you. Did you order my main course, too?
Fillet steak.
What's the fish?
Dover sole.
Yes, grilled.
With a crab sauce, I recommend.
No, plain.
Any vegetables?
A little broccoli.
God, I got something right.
Will that be all?
Yes, thank you.
Jay, darling Jay, a little smile would do wonders for your pulse rate. Illuminates the world, my precious.
Have you seen the new forecourt?
Forecourt?
Forecourt.
Not with you.
There is only one forecourt. It connects the garage to the motel, and it's undergoing something of a facelift.
Oh.
You know, darling, all those cement mixers and generators and wonderful things that Oliver knows all about. They've been working overtime last week, making the most frightful racket. Suppose you thought it was me grinding my teeth.
Going along all right, is it?
On schedule.
Are they going to complete on time?
They say so.
Good. Heavy penalty clauses if they don't.
Well, not what you'd call punitive.
Should be. Let them off the hook and you've lost them forever. Like that damned Adam Chance.
Oh, my God.
Now, I know I might be very dim about this, but what is so disastrous about the return of Adam Chance?
Darling, let's just say he's one of those people that have an unfortunate habit of doing the wrong thing at the right time.
How do you mean?
A no to Adam obviously means anything but.
You speak from personal experience?
Couldn't we all? However, I found that his persistence did waver when backed up by a bit of positive action.
What sort of action?
Painful.
You were asking when Diane is coming back. I forgot to mention it to J. Henry.
Diane?
Diane, you sent her to your place in Scotland.
Oh, yes.
When's she coming back?
Does it matter?
Well, it matters to Sharon and Oliver, darling. They're sharing her cosy little nest. Well, obviously, if the cuckoo returns, well, you could be awfully sweet to Jay, and I'm sure he'd arrange to keep her there for as long as you wish. It's such a shame to disrupt such a cosy little setup.
It's very sweet of you to be so concerned, Valerie. But disruption doesn't come into it. You see, we're already looking for a place where we could settle down to something a little more permanent.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea.
We had. Right from the beginning.
Shall I serve the wine now?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hello, love. Didn't keep you waiting, did I?
That's all right. How's it going?
Oh, really well. Should be finished in no time. Lad's working flat out.
Good. Your dad's here. With Sharon, having a meal with the Pollards and Mr. and Mrs. Hunter.
Really? Well, well, well.
Oh, something arrived for you this morning. It's from the estate agents wanting to know if we're going to buy the house.
Oh, I see. Reading my mail now, are you?
Well, I thought it was from the hospital.
Addressed to me?
Well, it was in a brown envelope, you see.
How many teasing? You got my permission to open any envelopes you like. Brown, white or scented.
We're not going to buy it, are we? The house.
Best leave things as they are. There'll be other houses.
Yeah. Kevin, about the baby. If it hasn't worked, if I'm not pregnant, I don't want to try again.
Oh, yeah?
No, I mean it. I'm not like Rachel. I couldn't go through all this again.
You sure about that?
Yes, I've been thinking about it a lot, and as long as we've got each other. A baby would be marvellous, of course, but if it's not going to work, if it's not going to happen, I'll be happy. Just the two of us, eh?
Well, wasn't too much of an ordeal, was it?
It had its moments. God, Valerie can be a cow.
Oh, come on.
Oh, just because Adam's return is going to force a well-worn blush onto her face, she has to have a go at us.
What are you talking about?
They had a little fling, didn't they?
You sure?
I heard whispers at the time. Now I'm sure.
I see. Sordid little business.
Yes, and that, my love, is how she wanted to see us.
Oh, surely not.
What? All those little barbs about our cosy little nest and all that rubbish. What do you think that was all about?
Well...
It's nudge, nudge, wink, wink time, isn't it? Still, it's her world. I don't suppose it's any worse than all the chatter at your golf club.
Well, not inconsequential chit-chat. Never paid any attention myself. Still, now we're on the receiving end.
No, come on. You dealt with her beautifully.
Did I?
No, don't pretend you don't know. Your straightforward declaration of intent absolutely floored her.
Simple truth.
Still floored her. She is a funny woman. She much prefers intrigue. She doesn't like the truth. She can't cope with her.
Object of the exercise.
Don't ever ask me why I love you, will you?
Mum?
Oh, at last! I nearly rang the motel to know what had happened.
You weren't worried, were you?
No, not worried, just going mad with impatience. Look, on the table there. I went out for half an hour to Mrs. Brewer's, and when I came back, there it was. It must have been delivered by hand.
It's from the group practice.
Marion Owen must have dropped it in on her way home. Go on, open it.
I can't. You open it.
It's a covering note of some sort.
Oh, wow.
Says, dear Glenn, thought you'd be
never
anxious
mind
to...
what it
All
says.
right,
Go on,
all right,
open
I'm doing
it.
it. You've done it, love. Well and truly pregnant.